Welcome to the untamed frontier of the Wild West, where your adventures await in your very own western base. A sanctuary for all your gunslinging escapades, this base is filled with all the essentials for a true cowboy experience. Inside you'll discover a bustling saloon for ordering drinks, a spacious area to kick back and enjoy with your fellow cowboys, a designated music zone to set the mood, a fully loaded crafting area, and stables to ensure your trusty steeds remain safe during the harshest of heat waves. If you're lassoed in by today's video, don't hesitate to draw your support by smashing that like button, sharing your thoughts on what you want me to build next in the comments, and why not hitch your wagon to our channel by subscribing. It's completely free and greatly appreciated, so holster your guns and saddle up, and let's start today's video. Howdy there, cowboys. Welcome to today's thrilling western adventure. No, I can't do the accent. Today we're going to be using the brand new Frontier skins to build a beautiful Wild West themed saloon base. Whether you're just starting out or a seasoned trailblazer, this base is sure to be your haven on the frontier. Now, as we survey our surroundings, we find ourselves in this rugged, barren landscape. On the map, we are here. Latitude 51.5, longitude 45.1. This terrain offers ample flat space, ideal for our ambitious project, with convenient access to water and a scenic walkway leading down to a winding river. This location is tailor-made for bringing our Wild West dreams to life. Okay guys, just so everyone knows before we start, I am going to be using the Frontier Structures skin. You unlock this at level 1, and I believe it costs 1 wood to craft, so you're going to need a lot of these. So while you're building along with me, it might be useful to place these skins down as you go, like so. So to place the skin on the structure, you just need, obviously, your structure down, and then you simply place the skin on top of it. And you can see there's a few different skin types here. We're just going to be using the Frontier Wood Structures skin mainly. So you just place it on, it's that simple. Okay, so to start this base off, we're going to do a 7x6 rectangle. So we're going to go 7 wide, and then 6 that way. I'm so good at making tutorials. 7 this way, 6 that way, let's do it. So you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 this way, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 this way. And then we're simply going to fill this all in. So this is going to be the main base right here. So that's 7x6. So let's start from the left here. We're going to put in the front of the building. So we're going to use not the big wall, we're going to use a quarter wall. So we're going to go up by 5, followed by another 5, and then we're going to make our first window here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then go up by 1, 2, 3, and close it off like that. So this is going to be our first window. And then we're going to bring this all the way around and down. Ta-da! And everything you've just done here, you can do the exact same thing on the opposite side. Perfect. So this is what it should look like. And now in the middle here, we're going to put in a doorway. So I think I want a double doorway like so, followed by a wall and quarter walls above. So above this, we're going to put quarter ceiling tiles all the way across it. And then if we continue using the quarter walls, we're going to go up at the back here. So where you've just put in those quarter ceiling tiles, we're going to start off at the side here. And we're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this is going to be a window here. So we're going to go 1, 2 at the bottom, and 1, 2 at the top. And then next to this, I'm actually going to put a doorway here. So if I can get it to snap on this wall here and get in a doorway like so, followed by a wall above. And then everything you've just done here, you're going to repeat on the opposite side. And then for the center here, we're going to use all quarter walls now. So we're going to start off at the side here and go around, making another window in the middle. So I'm going to go all the way around like so. And then from here we're going to get our quarter ceiling, and we're going to go across the top of the roof, coming back out again. So like so. Now we're going to do a little design on top here. So you're going to need a sloped wall on this corner here. Like so. And one on the other side as well. And then we're going to do quarter walls all the way across. And then in the middle of what you've just done, you're going to put a wall on top. And sloped walls either side. If you're playing on official, this next bit might not work for you, and if so, what I would do is take these sloped walls out and just have quarter walls coming to the end. But if you are able to do this, what I'm about to do is just simply get another quarter wall and put it right there, so it kind of goes into this. But yeah, as I said, if you're on official, just take out this sloped wall and have quarter walls coming all the way to the end. So we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Lovely. So next I'm quickly just going to add some more foundation down here, just across the bottom, just a single line. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I'm going to get my roof, but we're not using the roof, we're actually going to use the ramp. So I want to get the ramp. I'm going to go across this section here all the way to the end. Like so. And now we're going to do some pillar work. So for the pillars, we're gonna want a pillar coming down from here. And the other side. One in the middle. And then we want a pillar just right off the door here, but we want to connect it to this section here. So it's not on the wall, it's on the floor. Like so. So that's either side. And then we're doing pillars coming down from the ramps here. So either side of this. And then we're going to go 1, 2 from the side and put one in there. And on the other side. I also think I'm actually going to bring these pillars up to the top like so. Yeah, that looks better. And I think it would look cool as well if we have some skinny pillars actually. These new skinny pillars. I think we put these in by the doorway here, like so. So now that the pillars are in, I'm actually going to fill in these gaps here. So one on this side and one on that side with some quarter walls. And actually, I think I'm going to fill in the gaps between the two pillars here. So one here. Nice. And I feel like we could probably have another pattern here, similar to what we've done up there. So why don't we do triangle, triangle, like that. So the sloped walls. And again, if you're on official, I'm not sure if this will work. So you'd probably just keep this as it is. But if you're not on official, you should be able to put some quarter walls in here as well, like so. Perfecto. So I feel like it's time to go absolutely crazy with some railings. So where are we going to put the railings here? I think I want some railings on this side and this side, coming all the way along the bottom here, other than where the door is. So I'll leave a gap there. And then the same at the top here. So we're going to want to put railings across here. Lovely. And then we're going to do some railings across the top here. So I'm thinking one in the middle. Coming down to the left. One there. And one coming down at an angle like that. Lovely. And the same on the other side. This looks absolutely fantastic. And we haven't even added on the skin yet. So you could honestly wait to the very end to add on the skin. Or you could do it as you go. It's completely up to you. I'm going to quickly add it on now just to show you what it's going to look like. And there you go. That's what it's going to look like when the skin is applied on all the structures. It looks pretty cool like this. And you're probably asking, Lance, where are the windows? You've just left big gaps in the walls. Well, let me show you how you put in the windows. So we're actually just going to use a wall here on all of the window spots. And then, of course, we need to add all our doors in as well. So now going back to your Frontier structure skin, if we just change this as standard, it will just turn into a wall. But what we want to do is scroll across to the Frontier glass structure, and it should change it to glass, like so. So we want to do that on all the windows. And then for the doors up here, you just want to go back to your standard Frontier wood structure. And now for the doors at the bottom, we could add in the standard doors like so, but if you scroll across, you can actually get saloon doors. And that's the one I want. There you go, so that is the front of the build. Now we've just got to do the rest of it. Okay, so let's start with the left side, shall we? So for the left side, we're going to bring the quarter walls coming all the way down. So there should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 going up in total. Then we're going to go 1, 2, 3 and make a nice little window here. So from the window, we're going to use the large wall and we're going to go up by 2 and then fill in the other side with quarter walls going up. And yeah, the total height of this is actually going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This section here where we went up by 9, we are going to keep that, so just leave that there, that is fine. So now we're going to want to do another window, but we'll do it on the second floor here. So let's do quarter walls coming up from here, coming around, making a window. Lovely. Now let's just fill in this bottom section here. And then we're going to want to add a doorway right next to where the window is. So just to the left of the window. And then again, we want to fill in below and above it. Now this bit's going to be a little bit odd, but we're just going to go quarter walls all the way up on this side. So there's going to be a quarter wide gap right here. Now let's get your pillars out and we're going to go all the way up to the top on the side here. Lovely. So now I'm thinking I want to add in where I want my stairs to come up to the door here. So I'm going to add in a ceiling tile here, a ceiling tile here, plus 2 quarter ceiling tiles on the end. And then we're going to get our normal ceiling tile again, and we're going to bring it all the way across the build. Like so. So it should go across the entire back part there. Then I'm going to get my stairs and bring that all the way to the ground. Okay, so let's fill in this back part then. So for the back part, we are going to get the quarter wall, connect it to the pillar here, coming sideways like so. Take it all the way to the ceiling there. And again. Then we're going to make a nice little window here. So it should look like this. I've gone 1, 2 quarter walls, then the window, and then another 1, 2 quarter walls. And then we're going to fill in the rest. And now for the top part, we're only going to be using quarter walls. So unlike the opposite side, I'm actually going to go 1, 2 across and fill that into the top. And then this window that we're about to put in, we're not going to put any quarter walls at the bottom here. We're just going to put them across the top like so, coming all the way around like that. And that's where our window is going to be. And you want to do the exact same thing on the opposite side over here. Like so. And then we're going to put a window in the middle as well. So let's put that in now. Perfect. It should look like this. Let's add our pillars coming up from the side here as well. Okay, so for the final side here, we're going to go back to the front of the build here. And we're going to put a standard wall coming from the pillar. And then we're going to want to put in a window here. And then let's put some walls above this. And fill in the gaps with quarter walls. And now from here, we're going to put in another window, but for the second floor this time. Perfect. And then we're going to do a line of quarter walls going all the way down. Now for this gap that we've just left here, I feel like we can do something special. I feel like we could probably bring the building out a little bit. So to do that, I'm actually going to extend the flooring around the build. So let's extend the flooring a little bit here. For this section where the stairs are, I think if we just delete this section of the stairs and then put in the foundation, it should let us place this inside. Yeah, it does. Look at that. I might even bring it out further on this side. So let's see. Let's go out by another one. Ooh, okay. We've got this random hole here. We've got this silly little hole here that's annoying. So, might fill that in with a ceiling tile maybe? Yeah. Okay, that should be enough room to work on what I want here. So from the top, I think I'm going to go with a ramp. Where's the ramp? There it is. I'm going to go with a ramp coming down both sides. And then I'm going to use my quarter walls coming up. So 1, 2, 3. Either side. 1, 2, 3. And and then 1, 2 at the top. Then why don't we use a window wall here? So let's put that in like so. Then we simply want to fill in either side. Like so. So there is a gap here because there are no pieces that fit in between a ramp and a wall, sadly. But what I'm going to do instead is get a railing here and place it in like so, either side. And I actually think I'm going to use the ramp for the roof as well. So rather than using the main roof, that's very steep and I don't think it would look very nice, let's use the ramp. So we're going to bring this across the top of the build here. And then in the middle, I'm going to use a ceiling tile. Now, for this section here, we're going to fill it in as best as we can using quarter walls and walls. So I know it looks a bit dodgy right now, but trust the process, it will look good. Because now we're going to put in the railings going across the roof lining here. Nice. And you want to do the exact same thing on the other side, so we need to fill in this section here. I'm just going to use quarter walls again. Lovely, that'll do. And then I'm just thinking, for a fun additional detail on this side, we could add a little platform to put barrels on. So if I get the stairs going up like this from this wall here, with a ceiling tile on top, I feel like we could probably put some barrels or something on top of that. Coming around the back again here, let's think of some other fun little details we could do. We definitely want railings coming across this all the way down. We could also maybe put in some quarter ceiling tiles above these windows, with skinny pillars coming down. Perfect. Okay, we are going places, ladies and gentlemen. This is looking pretty good, even without the structure skin on it. And lastly, I think it'd be really cool if we add some sort of integrated stable section here. So why don't we get our old faithful ramp out again and bring it down from, let's say, somewhere around here. And then some pillars coming down to the ground. I feel like this could make a good shaded spot for our horses, but we do need a little bit more foundation coming back here, so let me just add that in now. There we go, and let's just add in some railings either side here. And this will make it like a little nice section where we can keep them a little bit more safe. So with that added, the exterior is all complete more or less. All you've got to do now, if you haven't already added in your Frontier skins everywhere, you need to add in your Frontier skin all over the build like so. And wherever there's a gap for the window, don't forget you've just got to add in the wall, followed by the Frontier skin glass structure, like that. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now, and I'll see you in a second. So if you've added in all your Frontier skins around the base, it should look something like this. So now, really, all that's left to do is the inside. So if we pop on into the base here, let's see what we're working with. And the answer is quite a lot, actually. So a lot of you are going to be playing this in survival, which means that you're going to need a lot of crafting stuff in here, probably. But I am going to try and do a bit of a mix. I think I'm going to try and turn this into a saloon and maybe just include some crafting bits here and there. I also think I'm going to want a second floor all the way up there where the door is. And maybe even another floor in here, honestly. So in total there'll be a ground floor, a first floor, and a second floor. So let's start off with the second floor all the way at the top. Let's just take it all the way across the ceiling. Like so, and let's also get the first floor in. So I'm actually going to stop the first floor here. I've gone 6 across in total and 2 in depth. We're going to need a way to get up here, so let's put in some stairs on this side of the build. Going down. I might actually use the spiral staircase here, coming round a little bit. And then on this first floor here, I think I want stairs right here. So there's the last ceiling tile here. And if I put it maybe going up here, if I can get it to connect, like this. So it's coming up one tile from the right, and you can go up this way. Let me get rid of this ceiling tile here. There we go. And I'm thinking, actually, I might get rid of a few of these ceiling tiles here, just to help with bringing in some light. So let's get rid of this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Nice, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 we took out there. And then let's get some skinny pillars out and bring some down to make it look like this is supported. I'm going to add in the structure skin quickly just to see what this is all going to look like. There we go. That looks pretty sick. I'm pretty happy with this. We're also going to need some railings coming across here, I think. Lovely. Okay, so now that the layout's done, I think let's put in a bar area over here. So what I'm thinking is we could have some barrels up on a ceiling here to have like a bar area that sort of comes around this way and swoops around. So let's add this in super fast build mode. There we go. So we've got our bar area here. We use storage boxes going around to make the actual bar. We've used a lot of the new items here. We've got a swivel stool going across the bar. We've got our storage barrels down below and our main beer barrels at the top there. I'm also thinking we could add a hanging sign at the front, which is another brand new item. Let's add that in right here. Very nice. So I think we're going to have like a gambling and drinking area down here and up the first floor. And then we'll have maybe like a piano and music area over here. So let's get back into super fast build mode. so there we go. We've got ourselves a little saloon down here, which I absolutely adore. I've used basically all the new items. I love these lamps. These lamps are awesome. And I'm not sure what they need. Oil. Oil lamp. It's literally called an oil lamp. Okay, right. I've managed to spawn it in some oil. So let's see what happens. Because honestly, whenever I turn any lights on in ARK, it just lags out my game completely. Usually like 1 or 2 is okay. But as soon as I start adding loads, it honestly lags everything out. Let's do these as well. Oh my god, that's so much nicer. You can actually see down here now. I love these ones. These ones are really awesome. Honestly, I've probably exposed the footage like 3 or 4 times in the edit, just so you guys could see what I was doing in the last bit. But now with these lights, I shouldn't have to expose it too much. That's pretty awesome. This area is really dark up here. So let's add in the oil. Nice. That makes it look so cozy up here. I love it. Honestly, there's plenty of room up here just to have this whole area dedicated to crafting. I think what I'm going to do is a bedroom, maybe a crafting zone over here somewhere, or maybe over there. And yeah, maybe some lights coming down from the roof. I'm not 100% sure yet. So again, let's just go into super fast build mode and pray that I'm able to come up with something. Okay, so I feel like this area at the top is pretty much done. I kind of did a crafting area over here. Not a big one, just a little one. Followed by a bed area with the storage boxes going around and a treasure chest at the end, which works really well. And a storage area over here. And these plant pots, I will put some plants in. But of course, you've got to go out with a shovel and have the plant pots in your inventory. And dig up some shrubs to actually put plants in them. So these are just placeholders for now. So yeah, I feel like now I can probably go away and start to finesse all the details. Maybe add a little bit of additional decor on the exterior. Maybe like some barrels I said I was going to put up here. So, you know, like this sort of thing. In random places around the build, I'm just going to do some touch-ups like that. But please do not worry, because I will go through absolutely everything in the base tour. So I'm going to go ahead and do all of that now, and I'll see you guys after the cinematic shots. Oh, what a long day it has been on the wild, wild west. But it's all good because I can relax at this local saloon here. I come bearing goods from the frontier. Oh my goodness, my cart. My car, this car on the Therizinosaur is hilarious because you can still, look, what is it doing? What? It is defying the laws of gravity, literally. And you can literally climb mountains with the Therizinosaur still. As you can see, I'm just casually hanging off the side of the cliff with the wagon, which is pretty funny. Anywho, let's scooch on round to the base because I have done a few additional extras which I want to talk you all through. I did get a tiny bit carried away in places, but nothing too crazy. So let's go through every single thing now. Well, the first thing I can mention is this little parking area for your wagons. I've just literally added in some adobe flooring and some ramps going up to it. And then I decided to put a little walkway coming from the house out to the parking area. And of course, we got our Therizinosaur here with the wagon. And I have to admit, I love this addition to ARK. I think it's so much fun. I've only done a very, very basic wagon design on the back. But if you guys want me to do a tutorial for some sort of massive wagon design, do let me know in the comments. So before we start the base tour, there's something on the front of the saloon here I really want to quickly mention because I completely forgot to add it into the tutorial. And that is the railings right here. I really feel like they add a little bit of spice to the whole build. It makes the whole build come together in my opinion. So all I did was add a line of railings going across the bottom there. And then all I did was zigzag some railings across the build. As you can see, I go up, down, up. And then I repeated the same on the other side. So let's start the base tour. And oh my god, those jabroas in the saloon are so loud. They're cute and all, but oh my god, they're so loud. So to our right, we've got this lovely hanging sign here that says subscribe. Huh. We've got our plant pots down here with some dead bushes inside. And the new Frontier lamps that are honestly awesome. They take oil. And yeah, they don't lag out my game too much, luckily. So for some reason, the electric lights always lag my game out. But these ones, yeah, they seem to be okay. So you'll probably notice that I've done a little paint job out here. I decided to paint the doors and either side of the window. Just through the use of paint, you can literally make it look like you've got window shutters either side of the window, which is awesome. I don't know if that's the technical name for them, window shutters. Okay, I literally just had to Google this. Apparently they're called Loveres. I don't know if it's pronounced Loveres or Loveres shutters. That is the actual name for them. And if we continue down the walkway here, we've got our fellow cowboy just hanging out, having a good time. And no Wild West saloon would be complete without some bottles to shoot. So let me just get my gun out here. Perfect aim. Well, that is not a perfect aim. And I shoot. And first time, I got it. Oh my god, I did a second. Third. Fourth, I hit the chair. Luckily no one sat there. Oh, I hit it again. Oh no, the other bottles are spawning back in. Please. 1. I want to get all of them. 2. 3. I am a gamer. So coming on around up here, you'll notice a big thing sticking out the side here. And all this is some pillars that I painted black to make it look like a chimney. And the way it snapped onto the build is I ended up replacing this ceiling tile with quarter ceilings and then snapping the pillar in the middle here. And then I was able to go up and down with it and then go into the build. Coming on further around the build here, I added in these little storage zones in places around the build just for decoration, but oh my god, I love it now that we've got the barrels. It just makes it look so much nicer because before I'd only be using the storage boxes and maybe some beer barrels, etc. But now we've got these barrels. So over this side of the base, we've got our lovely stables that we put in together earlier. Very simple stables. Of course, we've got our rancher here who looks after the horses. You're doing a very fine job, Mr. Rancher. But you're completely blocking this walkway, so I'm going to have to move you a little bit. There we go. So out here, I did a little crafting area. I've got the smithy here. I've got some furnaces. And also storage next to this. And behind me here is a big additional detail that I added. I added a little walkway going to the water well. I even put a little structure around it just to keep it in the shade. It just so happens to line up with the build pretty perfectly, so it just makes sense to have it. I'm not really sure why there's quarter walls above this. I think I wanted to add something there, but I obviously didn't finish it. We've got another plant pot right here. You can't even see the plant pot. It's kind of hidden underneath the plant. But I do love the addition of the plant pot because it just means we can bring the builds to life a little bit with plants everywhere. And coming on back round to the front of the base, we've actually got some stairs on the side here that take us up to our bedroom if we just journey on up. So in here is our bedroom, and the walkway extends all the way around the back of the base here. Look at this. And honestly, something cool you could do up here is divide up the room in there. So you've got 3 different sort of bedrooms, and they can all have their own balcony out here. So you could have a door here instead of a window. So it'd almost be like an inn and a saloon. So now it's time to head on inside and see who's making this absolute racket in here. Now the lights that I've got on in here do seem to lag the game a little bit, as you might be able to tell. It's a bit framey. If I do that, you can see. But I'm going to go slowly so it doesn't look bad. So this area pretty much stayed the same. I didn't add too many additional things. We've got this cute little Jerboa here who's making an absolute racket. These guys are the cutest things, but oh my god, do they make a racket. Can I actually turn him off to make him stop making so much noise? I think the answer is no, I can't. Over here we've got our lovely little music area where we can sit and listen to some tunes, and oh my god, they're after me. It's okay. I think everyone's distracted at the moment. No one's really paying attention. We're fine. So the piano is really awesome. You can actually use it a bit like a jukebox, and it plays like all the soundtracks from ARK. Shout out to Gareth Coker who does the soundtracks, because the soundtracks for this game are beautiful. So the only additional details that I added down here really are the canvases. You can actually add a frame on it. All you got to do is go to your Frontier skin set and scroll through the different skins, and you'll find one that is a frame for a canvas. And I love it. Look how detailed this canvas is. It's actually insane how detailed that is. So coming on up the stairs here, we've got our first floor. Quite a dark area, but very cozy. I imagine all the smokers come up here and play cards and have fun. I do wish that these lights emitted a tiny bit more light. I think it's probably quite realistic to how much light they would actually emit. So if we head on the last set of stairs here, we come to the living area. And I've done this all open plan. I do like an open plan space. But as I said outside, you could divide this up very easily, and you could even have another floor up there. But instead, we did open plan, but we do have different sections to this area. So we got like a little crafting area over here where we got our smithing table, our storage, and a nice seating area with a very, very loud Jerboa. I hope you're not ruining my recording, Jerboa. Am I going to have to turn you down somehow in the edit? We've also got these beautiful training dummies in the corner, which until like a week ago, I didn't realize you could put clothes on them. We've also got our doors either side of the bedroom area here that lead to the little balcony out here, which isn't a massive area, but it gives you the opportunity to survey the landscape and look for any dangers nearby. So yeah, we got the bedroom area here with the treasure chest. That is a brand new item. I believe it holds about as much as a storage box if I transfer some items over. Yeah, it holds as much as a storage box. And then I also added another storage zone. I like to make my storage zones look very messy because it just adds a little decorative detail. I completely forgot as well that Scorched Earth includes these vases, so do use them to decorate around your build. And then lastly, we got our saloon table with chairs. And that really concludes the inside of this base. All in all, I'm pretty happy with how this base turned out. I've never really built in this style before, but now I'm a changed man. I just want to build in the Wild West style all the time. So depending on how well this video does, I may make more buildings just like this. So guys, please do support me by smashing the like button, commenting down below if you enjoyed this build and what you want me to build next, and why not subscribe? It's completely free and helps me out a ton. Love you guys to death, and I'll see you in the next video.